Hi guys, since you really liked the last one, I decided I'll write another one. Please remember that this is NSFW, 18 plus, it's not safe for work, and not meant for children, LOLOLXD. Anyways, let's get on with it. It all started in Jimin's complex. Elizabeth III was giving a complaint to Jimin, her owner, about how Sans and Miku was fucking so hard that there were juices, pee, and shit and cum in her food bowl. Elizabeth III, you're in the point of view of the cat, do not have a piss kink, so you do not like this. Jimin, very attracted to you, maybe sexually, but you're not into that. You're into watching, you're a voyeurist. Of course, why else you're listening to this, Miku was still a Neko kitty and he, meow, because you know she is. Sans woke up after Miku woke up. Miku was wearing a maid costume with no panties. Oh well. Sans was super turned on by seeing Miku purring down a maid outfit. Turns out that Miku was turned on by wearing the maid outfit as well. Sans says in a sexy, gruff, lazy voice that will make every lady swoon for him. I don't know if I want that for lunch. Or this, baby cakes. He grabs Miku by her skirt and slaps her ass. She says in the most sexual, the most sensual, and the most poetic way as possible, ooh! Sans looks at the tray of food that Miku brought. What an odd assortment. Some nachos, salsa, beans, and spaghetti. Sans made his smile go all the way to his fake ears. He is a skeleton. He does not have ears. He knows exactly what to do with these. First of all, you, Elizabeth III, is watching all of this happen. You feel odd as you're a cat, and Miku is also kind of a cat. But you don't worry, due to morality, you won't have anything happen to you. Sans decides that he needs the tentacle again, as Miku liked it before. Sans' ectoplasmic tentacle is everywhere, making it seem as if Miku is floating on thin air. Sans loves the warm feeling of her wired coochie woochie. Oh well, it feels like a microwave for my hot dog. Miku cannot speak as she's being fucked silly right now. Sans retracts tentacles, but Miku says, no, and grabs one of Sans' ectoplasmic tentacles with her neko tail. Sans then, blushed blueberry, goes, naughty kitty. Miku was staring with her beautiful blue eyes. Her beautiful 60-inch wide eyes. Sans thinks, I know how to punish you. Miku gives a face, She is curious, so this makes her hot, and she grows a spiky penis, because cats do that sometimes. Sans looks at the spiky penis and goes, I'm not gay, but Miku. Miku. Jeff the Killer slams the door open. But I am! And then Rika follows behind with her 14-inch dildo. And I am too. Miku looks at the both of them, and so does Sans. They give their consent, 'cause that is important. You have to give your consent. Now, the real fucking may begin. Guys, remember, it's NSFW, and I'm just trying to make this longer. Miku is being fucked silly by all 4 of her holes, even her penis hole right now. Sans then decided, after retreating his ectoplasmic penis out of her arse, that some things has to be done. Everyone knows. They all leave Miku be. Sans rips off Miku's maid dress and he pours the now cold spaghetti in her arsehole. Eat up, everyone. Miku raises her ass to make it more accessible. Oh, this is very much good. Everyone's a piece of Miku ass spaghetti. She's now being eaten out by Jeff the Killer, Rika, Sans, all at once on her ass. They are going absolute to town with this. Do not forget she has a wired ass too, so everyone be munching on either real spaghetti or wires. It's a fun surprise for everyone. After everyone was done, Miku wanted her revenge. It's not easy having spaghetti up your asshole. She opens up Sans' sweater and pours the beans down his ribcage. Rika and Jeff the Killer used their penises to fetch the beans. Once the beans were on the penis, Miku would it off. Everyone found this to be so fucking hot that even Hisoka's moan wouldn't be anything compared to this. Rika is just screaming manically while Sans is now putting nachos and salsa into Jeff the Killer's mouth slices, French kissing him to get it out. Sans' honey hand is also grabbing Miku's boobies right now. Rika and Miku decide it's lesbian time and scissor one another. Of course Rika has a strap-on and Miku grew a penis, so technically it's gay. But because of the ladies' jokes, because the ladies' holes being taken, Jeff the Killer and Sans decide it's time for yay. Jeff the Killer shows his asshole to Sans, and his voice that scared millions. You know that Jeff the Killer that says, "Go to sleep"? Well, his voice is here, and he has such a scary voice. "Be gentle, senpai." Sans goes, "Yes, I will, baby cakes." Then he goes whoosh into his asshole. Of course it's an ectoplasmic penis, so it was lubed by default. Jeff the Killer 5-inch wee-wee and Sans' tentacle ectoplasmic shrimp-sized penis are both so fucking hard that if nothing happens, they're gonna stay that way forever. Jeff the Killer was fiddling with himself as Sans just goes, "You like that, baby cakes?" He grabs Jeff the Killer manly chest. Boing boing. "Yes, senpai. Ooh-ah." Jeff the Killer wee-wees falling around everywhere. Jeff the Killer... What did I say here? Jeff the Killer can't even show his face because of how talented Sans is at doing the fucking. That is insane. Sans is a talented fucker. Somehow, as Sans is so erect right now, Jeff the Killer is floating because of his dick just carrying him. Like physics. Right now, Jeff the Killer is floating because that's how hard his dick is right now. And it's quite ripped. There's a 6-pack on his ectoplasmic penis. Jeff the Killer is moaning, "Aya, aya, ooh-ah, ooh-ah." God, if my parents see this, I'm gonna cry. Jeff the Killer then says, "Senpai, your penis is like a seesaw." Sans then replies, "You're right. It can carry you." Jeff the Killer hips is matching the stride of how much Jeff the Killer is slamming his ectoplasmic penis into his soft anus walls. Miku, who was out of the room to get into something more comfortable, was back with a diaper and a pacifier. Everyone is rock hard. Even Rika, who isn't having a real penis right now, is rock hard. They were so incredibly rock hard, it was insane. They all wanted the DDLG Miku. Miku, now afraid of what she started, goes, "Ooh-wee-you." Sans, who was still inside Jeff the Killer, and now there is blood running down Jeff the Killer's asshole. Jeff the Killer was bleeding, but he was into it, so it's okay. Sans had to retreat his tentacle. "We need some of that, baby cakes." Looking at Miku hungrily, they all go to Miku. As Jeff the Killer is still bleeding, there is a small trail of blood, like a snail. However, you had enough of this shit, and decided it's enough. You call Jumin. He comes in with the bra and panties. "Guys, stop it. There's noise complaints." Somehow fire began in that brief minute. But you're not done. There's something that has to be done. Jumin sees the beans in the corner, and he gets rock fucking hard. So incredibly hard that his penis explodes. And he turns to be not Jumin. He turns out to be Sailor Moon! Well, Sailor Moon is now erect as fuck. And is also really bleeding right now. But then cops came because of noise complaint. The end.